Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the No Sports Talk Show right here live via StreamYard, Facebook, and YouTube. We appreciate everybody jumping in, giving us a little bit of time tonight to talk some good, healthy sports talk. We know it's a lot going on right now, baseball, football, so can't wait to, kick into that, man, and give y'all some latest updates about what's going on in the sports world. But look, as always, I'm in the virtual booth with my boy, Miles T. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro?
You look a
You
little
see,
sharp.
you see, I got the orange and black on, don't you?
I see. I see.
This is our home game. This is our home game of October this weekend. So I know we're gonna come out with that orange and black because it's Halloween.
God. So
Yeah, so I just want to let you know. I just want to get y'all a little first glimpse of it before it come out on Saturday because this is how we coming.
yeah,
Orange and black all day,
who
all day.
y'all got A&M? Y'all play A&M on Saturday? Yeah, A&M.
Yeah, but we got them at home, and then our next two games are on the way on the road. So that's gonna be
Yeah,
the end of the month.
where you're gonna be in 2 weeks. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go out there to them flea markets out there in Tuscaloosa, shop around on the weekend, and
Y'all gonna have to after that beat down, man. Y'all might end up at the thrift store trying to clear your mind.
that's all y'all got out there in Tuscaloosa.
All, now Tuscaloosa look way different. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. If you ever go to Tuscaloosa, and anybody that's tuning in and knows, like Tuscaloosa looks way different. Like it's a lot there now. And ever since after the tornado happened, they really rebuilt the city, and they got a lot of.
So they do actually got a city. They got a skyscraper or something.
No, I'm saying still a city. I'm telling you, look, it's better. It's better than Knoxville. I'll tell you that.
Don't do that. We got a couple of big buildings in Knoxville now, downtown Knoxville. We got a couple. Ain't no skyscraper, but they
don't
bigger
nobody
than
go in. They don't nobody go into the building. It's just empty office space. That's all it is. That's all that is,
They ain't too far apart. They ain't too far apart.
but yeah, y'all like we said, man, we appreciate everybody jumping in. Just want to quickly do like a recap of give y'all what the current rankings are right now for the AP Top 25, and then do a little recap of this past weekend because we had some upsets happen, and then we also had some near upsets. So pretty good games, man, if I should say so, from the ones that I watched, man, pretty wild. But right now as it stands, we got Georgia and Michigan 1-2. That hadn't changed. And Ohio State 3, Florida State's 4. You got Oklahoma moving up 7 spots to number 5. Penn State 7, Penn State 6, Washington 7. You have Oregon at 8. Texas moved down 6 spots to number 9. USC's 10, Alabama's 11. You got UNC 12, Ole Miss 13, Louisville 14, Oregon State 15, Utah 16, Duke 17, UCLA is 18, Washington State 19. And there goes those Tennessee Volunteers way down there, number 20. You like that, Miles?
How's Duke ahead of us still, and they got a loss already?
Hey, man.
I don't understand that.
All you got to do is just keep winning. You just got to keep winning.
We got 2 weeks left till it really count. We got two. If we beat Texas A&M and Alabama, we're gonna be in the top 5. It don't matter.
Well, that's not gonna happen. So you might as well just go ahead and get your mind focused on something else. On the Citrus Bowl. Get ready. Get ready.
It's gonna be you or us. One of them. That's gonna dictate that game.
It's gonna be.
That game.
Y'all gonna be in the Pop Secret Popcorn Bowl.
Yeah. Independent toilet bowl.
Independence Bowl. But now they got Notre Dame 21, LSU's 22, Kansas 23, Kentucky 24, Miami 25. I know we don't normally run through the whole 25, but I just kept going. I couldn't stop.
It was necessary this week. It was necessary because we ain't been going over.
It was a lot of movement. So
a lot.
But just kind of recapping what we had happen, man. We had, like I said, we had some really good matchups. We had the Oklahoma and Texas game, which I felt like that was the best. I mean, game that I watched. I know Arizona USC was pretty wild later that night, but I didn't get a chance to actually stay up and watch that one. But that Oklahoma and Texas game, you got a preview of both of the teams that actually come into the SEC. Went down to the wire. Texas actually ended up taking the lead late in the game, but Oklahoma had the ball with a little over a minute left and was able to drive the length of the field and get a touchdown like with seconds left on the clock. I mean, just a crazy game all around, if you ask me. I mean, that was the best game that I watched. I mean, outside of like Alabama and Texas A&M, I thought that game was pretty back and forth. And like to see the growth from Milroe. And how he's been able to continue to improve. LSU, Missouri was a shootout. It was some crazy ones, man. So, did you have any thoughts about, any of the matchups that we saw? I mean, Ole Miss and Arkansas was pretty close. Notre Dame got upset. Georgia Tech upset Miami as the time expired, bro. That is crazy. Like, I think it was like 1 second when they scored, but Georgia Tech knocking off Miami.
And Louisville knocking off Notre Dame. Yeah.
Dude, it's in USC barely escaping Arizona at home, which we all know.
USC I think they're playing somebody good this weekend, USC. I think they might. No, they're playing at Notre Dame.
They play Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think that might be an L for them. Notre Dame, man.
They're going to lose that game.
I think USC is going to lose that game. I can see that.
Then they got Utah after that.
And then they got who?
Utah after that.
Utah just came off a loss.
They did.
They did. So, what I see, I'd see a league that's just wide open, man. I don't see no heavy favorites. I don't see. We could have a 1, 2, 3, 4 teams with 1 or 2 losses in there. Both are at a 1, 2 loss team, 2, 3, 1-loss teams, and a 2-loss team. It's possible,
I will say
the way things are going.
Yeah.
It's possible because I don't see no team that's just dominating. I don't. Nobody. No. There's no team that's just going. Just like they right there is. Yeah, that's the team to beat. I haven't seen none of that, and I don't care what conference you in, whatever. I ain't seen none of that. None of it. So, it's wide open, man. And this is what we expect out of the NIL deal and out of all this transfer portal stuff. This is what you expect. The field to be equal. Nobody just getting all the play. Excuse me, I got the hiccup. Sorry, getting all the players and the SEC just getting 2 or 3 teams in there at all times. Even though I loved it because we're the SEC, but it got boring after a little while because I already knew it. We're arrogant. We got egos now. At the same time, but I still want to see good football at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but I definitely think we're still the best conference, and we ain't gonna do nothing but grow when Oklahoma and Texas come in. I mean, so it's not like we're gonna lose our title just when they come in. That's just even gonna make us even stronger. But
exactly
at the same time, I do like to balance out the field, which the NIL and just like that Clemson quarterback. Look what he's doing at Oregon State. Got Oregon State undefeated right now. Yeah.
Jay Uiagalelei.
He's got them undefeated. Come on now. I mean, and they got a big game this weekend against they got a big game this weekend, I think. It's against a ranked opponent.
UCLA.
UCLA. Yeah, UCLA look good. Chip Kelly always got a play slick up his sleeve that'll get you.
Always got some dip on his chip.
Yeah. He always got something up his sleeve. You be like, boy, you don't want to get in a close game with Chip Kelly when it come down to 4 or 5 minutes because this dude gonna flip it to the halfback. He gonna flip it to the wing back, and he gonna throw it all the way across the field to the quarterback. I'm like, where the quarterback come from? You're like, what?
He gonna pull some Auburn magic.
But so this, and I'm gonna lie to you though. What I seen though, I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta give the Pac-12 its respect, not just because of Prime, but just because of the football they're playing right now. I think USC's a little overrated.
Which is why they down to number 10 right now.
Exactly. They undefeated and they moving down. I ain't never seen that before. How you undefeated and you moving down?
Because, bro, you giving up 40, bro. They're giving up 40 points a game. Like, you can't sustain that and win a national championship, bro.
They got a defense like Colorado. Yeah,
because first of all, it looks good when they're doing this and outscoring everybody else in the Pac-12. When you go up against an SEC team that's going to ground and pound you, you're not putting up no 40 like that. I mean, I guess I would say, majority of the teams, like the top two teams that actually have a defense, you're not doing that.
Even Ohio State or Florida State, you still ain't gonna do that. You're not.
But you want to know the thing that I noticed, despite the fact that the Pac-12 looks good, they're gonna knock each other out of it.
They finally feel what it means to be in the SEC. You're gonna beat each other up.
Right. Yeah. This is what's gonna happen between Washington, Oregon, and USC. They all gonna knock each other out.
Washington and Oregon play each other this weekend. Yeah,
exactly. So that's one loss guaranteed for one of them.
Mm-hmm.
USC got to play. USC ends up playing Washington and Oregon in back-to-back games.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So it's gonna bust the watch. That's why I said these next 2 weeks
out of contention, bro. Like.
These next 2 weeks, BJ, these are important.
Yeah.
And then that's when the BCS come out after these 2 weeks. That's when it's coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're gonna. I think the Pac-12 has the opportunity to just not. If any, they could potentially get one team in there, but
they might beat each other out.
They might knock each other out of there because if you look across the board, like if Oregon and Washington, one of them is gonna have a loss. Let's just say. And let's just say USC ends up losing to Notre Dame this upcoming weekend. So USC gonna have a loss. Oregon or Washington are gonna have a loss. Then they got to turn around and play against USC, and USC has one of them at home. USC has Washington at home. So let's just say USC knocks off Washington at home, but then they go to Oregon.
Deep as their conference is, because I'm telling you, this is what they're gonna go by. All this, what we're talking about now. I give them one team. They're going to get one team in there.
I can give them one, but that's all contingent upon, like I said, these Oregon, Washington, USC, and Utah,
and UCLA. That's it. Because Utah already got 2 losses.
Because bro, UCLA already has. Let me see. They already have no loss. Yeah, they play USC the last game of the season.
And Oregon State. I forgot about Oregon State. They're undefeated,
dude. It's I'm telling you, like that. I think that it's no, Oregon State has one loss, but it's they got one loss to I'm looking at it right now to Washington State, but it was only about 3
points. Yeah. I remember that.
So
yeah.
I think the Pac-12 it looks good.
Like the second week of the season. Yeah.
Yeah, like week 4. They lost week 4. So yeah, I mean, I think that they do have. I mean, if I had to pick, I can see them at least getting one team in there, but I can also see a scenario where they beat each other up to the point where you got multiple teams with 2 losses. And you mentioned that this is the year that we could see a 2-loss team potentially getting in there because of the way the playing field is now. So is this? We're gonna have a situation where it's a 3 or 4 2-loss teams up there at the top. Because regardless, and even with Georgia, I still think Georgia has a loss coming to them.
They definitely got one loss coming.
Ohio State and Michigan definitely gonna have one loss. One of them can have 2 losses because they still both have to play Penn State. They play each other and they both got to play Penn State, so they're gonna beat each other up. Florida State should have very easily.
And so the only upset I see maybe coming from maybe a Louisville or a Duke.
I can see Duke.
Louisville or Duke. Do they got to play Notre Dame?
No,
they don't.
But I also would say that
North Carolina State too.
You also got a Miami. You also got the Miami game too. And they go on the road. Florida State does go on the road to play Florida the last game of the year this time. So
that could be for the national championship, could knock them out for that, but they ain't got nothing to do with the ACC. I think they're gonna definitely. I think they should win the ACC. I ain't gonna lie to you. I definitely do feel that they're the best team in the ACC for sure.
Yeah, I can see them. I can see them and Duke like matching up against each other. Them and because Clemson played them pretty tough, but Clemson, I think they're knocked out at this point. I don't know. I could see Florida State winning that conference, and I would expect them to. They just, they look. I would like to see Florida State actually win that. That would.
Yeah, I want to see Florida. When Florida, I'm telling you, back in the day, when I was in like seventh, this was before. I mean, I was a Tennessee fan too, but I was still young, 6th, 7th grade. But the team, like I lived in Georgia, so at that time I had just moved from Tennessee for like 2 years ago. But before that, that rivalry that we used to see on the ABC, Miami and Florida State, that the Michael Barrows linebackers, the Amp Lee running back from the Florida State, you don't know nothing about that before your time there, boy. But I'm just saying,
a little bit.
But I'm just saying though, that was the game, like literally back down south. I mean, that wasn't even. Didn't nobody talk about Georgia Tech like that, but we did, but we didn't. You know what I'm saying? When Miami and Florida State played, oh, it was. That's you remember it was like 4 years in a row where they lost. Either one team won by a left, right, a miss right, miss left. So that was it, man. And we'll see, man. This is the most open I've seen college football in a minute. And just like Donovan McNabb had an article saying that, and I said we said this when we knew NIL and how the stuff was going on. We said like this is going to be like the NFL like draft type thing because they're going to be able to go to the transfer portal when they want to. If they don't like the school after 1 year or in the middle of the season, oh, well, I'm leaving. I'm going here. They don't even care if they go from Alabama to what's it? UAB, Alabama Birmingham. That's D1. You're gonna play again. You're gonna get some TV time a little bit. So it doesn't matter. You might just because you coming from Alabama, they're gonna give you some money, a little NIL for something, just to get you to come. So it was more than you got when you got there. So it's automatic. The kids are gonna win, and the NCAA and in the franchise because if they get the bigger the marquee name, they get it's going. One kid could go to like Maryland today, University of Maryland, and change the whole perspective of the program the next year because they got the 5-star receiver that transferred from Alabama, Florida State, whoever, Tennessee.
Right.
He's transferring this year to us. So okay, they got the the spotlight on them. They got the the marquee. I mean, it's all about. I mean, the NCAA been doing it for years. They've been living off the kids' money. Now it's time for the kids to live off their own money. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what it is. It's I ain't gonna say it's karma because I don't believe in that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, the kids it's their time now. It's their time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
like free agency at the end of the day.
Yeah, you see how it goes. It's a lot more hectic in college. It could become a lot more hectic in college than in the NFL. But yeah, man, I just
stop.
You said like you was going, just going back to what you were saying about like it's just not that one team that's just dominant. Like I do, like I said, despite what people may think about like Georgia and Michigan up there, I still think everybody is vulnerable. Everybody's beatable,
everybody. I don't see not one team.
I think that's what makes it fun. And this year we definitely gonna see like over these next few weeks is definitely, it's gonna be a crazy finish. I would say that, like to see who those four end up being. Like it's gonna be a wild finish to it. So definitely
and it's gonna be picture perfect going into next season where we're gonna have 12-team playoff. It's gonna be picture perfect going into that situation this year.
I mean
that's gonna show why we need 12 teams to be in the playoff hunt. Yeah.
because I mean, you look at it, it's like so many good teams are left out that could compete. You know?
Yeah, there might be teams with three losses, 4 losses. It don't matter, man. They might could get you this on this day. They might get you, bro. They got the players to do it now. You know,
Yeah.
that week you played them, they just might have had some injuries.
Yeah. And you know, I can see a scenario. I mean, there could be a scenario where nobody goes undefeated. What if
it's not? I don't see nobody going undefeated. I don't.
I think everybody. I still, even the undefeated teams, I still think that there's a potential for them to have a loss too. I mean, we got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 or 10 teams that are undefeated still.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we still have 10 undefeated teams, but we still have 6 weeks left. So things gonna look a lot different.
And that ain't including the SEC and championship week. You know what I mean? So because that count towards the bowl games and at the end of the year. So it don't matter. It ain't like the NFL.
We got 7 games, 7 weeks. So yeah, man. I definitely see excited to see how this turns out, man. But Oklahoma definitely put themselves in the driver's seat with that big win they had over Texas, but they still got some tough ones.
What you talking about driver's seat? What they don't got a loss yet?
No, Oklahoma's undefeated.
Oh, I thought they had a loss. Okay.
They're undefeated. Okay. I mean,
they definitely put themselves in the driver's seat of the Big 12.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, they got Kansas. They still got to play Kansas. They play Oklahoma State. They play TCU. So we'll see. I mean, we'll definitely see how it shakes up. But yeah, man.
Sick.
But yeah, moving on, man. I know the NBA is going on right now. The preseason kicked off. I hadn't watched any of that yet, but
I had to work this weekend, so I didn't even watch really all the football games. I just caught what I could get at work, and then what I got on, stuff like that. So I didn't. This was a bad weekend for me for sports, like getting to watch and getting to detail of some stuff, So
sure, yeah. I mean, I think that it's exciting. Like I said, the preseason. I'm not gonna dive too deep into that, but just wanted to highlight obviously that the preseason is back, and basketball's right around the corner. So we'll be getting football, basketball, and of course we got baseball going on. So definitely want to touch on that too, because we got the Braves there in the NLDS right now. Against the Phillies, they're down 1-0.
Hold on.
Yo,
did you just go by? Did you just sweep by basketball like that?
Yeah, basketball's not important right now. Football.
I understand that, but who's the deepest team in NBA right now?
Milwaukee's gonna win.
No, I said who's the deepest team in the NBA right now?
I don't know.
The LA Lakers. Deepest. But we can move on. We can move on. I'm playing like the deepest team from 1 to 14 squad. I think that's how many players they have on the bench is 14. With the deep. I just want to let you know.
That's fine.
Okay. So don't let the people not know that and not let them not hear that, sir. You just brush over that like you go outside and sweep your rug on a Saturday morning and you just get the dust off of it. No, that's the deepest team.
That's exactly what it was. That's
exactly.
Yeah,
I know what you try to portray it as. Yeah.
No, it ain't important. You just go ahead and brush by that. We'll worry about that when the time comes. It's just preseason. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we don't care about that. It's all good. But no, like the Braves, I don't know about the Braves right now, man. I don't know. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, y'all. We down 4-0 right now. I mean, still a lot of baseball to be played. 6th inning, but already down 1-0 in the NLDS to the Phillies.
The Phillies always got them. The Phillies and the Washington Nationals always get them, man. In playoff time.
Yeah, I mean the Phillies. That's a tough team, and I know a lot of my coworkers were like, "Man, I hope we don't have to play the Phillies." Like we all know it was going to be the Phillies. So, but like I said, they're down 4-0 right now, so they're going to have to rally and get the bats hot or something. But it would be a disappointment, and it's tough going back to Philadelphia down 2-0. I mean, it is baseball and anything can happen, but it's like, man, the way the season that the Braves had this year, you just hate to see it come to an end like that. If not saying it's over, but I'm just saying that it would be pretty disappointing to see how they, how they played all year and then to kind of give it away when it matters.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm kind of used to that out of the sports teams in Atlanta. That's what we do sometimes. That's what we do.
Well, at least the Braves did win the World Series, though. At least they did do that.
They did do that 2 or 3 years ago. They did.
They did a few years back. So, at least they did that. But
other than that, but we are kind of accustomed to that kind of situation.
Yeah. So that was because Georgia won the national championship, and it was just that year for Atlanta sports. And I think Atlanta United might have won the I think they won the championship too.
And then I think the Falcons went to the Super Bowl the year before that or something. It was.
No, the Falcons ain't go. It's been a minute since they went to the Super Bowl.
Well, it was like 2 years before the Atlanta United won it or something. It wasn't too far beyond. It was a hot time for Atlanta sports for a second there, for a 2-year span there. It was going hot.
The Hawks almost got to the finals.
Yeah. We fall short. You don't put no money on this, boy. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose your house.
Man, I don't even say us. I support.
well, it's my city, man.
I support it. I support the Braves and the Hawks, but other than that, the Falcons.
You're Chicago. You're a Chicago dude, anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I support the Hawks and the Braves. I could rock with them, and the Falcons on depending on who they're playing.
They're all right this year. I like I like them better than I think if Derek Ritter would have had that wide receiving core that Matt Ryan would have had, I think we would have been a whole lot better situation. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because what Matt Ryan doing now? He on the beach sitting sipping tatas.
I don't even know if he's on the beach right now. I don't know if Matt Ryan on the beach right now. He might be chilling somewhere, but I doubt it's the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I definitely don't see no comeback coming back. I don't think he's coming back out of retirement. One thing, he wasn't. No disrespect to him, but I don't know who's going to pick him up after taking the year off. He ain't no Tom Brady taking the year off then coming back. He might be a good third string or something, but you better not expect no money, certain kind of money,
Yeah, no, I don't think he's coming. I mean, he's Kaepernick trying to get back in the NFL. I still don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I saw he reached out to the Jets.
That's hating, though. That's hating.
Yeah, but at this point, it's like you might as well just give it up because they're not nobody.
I would he's silly. I go to one of them other leagues, the XFL. The Rock could take him.
Yeah,
I go down there and make another name for myself. He can go ahead and be the face of the XFL. You know what I mean?
You might as well. I mean, I don't know why he hadn't done that yet. I mean, I'm not saying that. Well, actually, he could have. I'm pretty sure. Because I mean, the NFL is just probably out of the question right now. But just because everybody is. He hasn't played in so long, so people.
I would have went to the XFL, make another name for myself right quick. Still do what I do. You ain't got to do the kneeling and all that stuff, but you can just still stand firm for what you already stood for, and still make a name for yourself and just go out there and ball out, man. Because if you're gonna ball out, them coaches can't help but recognize. At the end of the day, they can't help but recognize when you're balling out. Because action speaks a whole lot louder than words. I don't care what sport it is, any aspect of life. And when you're doing what you're supposed to do and speaking like, you can say what you want to say, but you can do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Period. That's it.
Yeah, true.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting. But I mean, as far as the NFL goes, man, I know the Eagles looking like they can be right back in the NFC Championship game. It looks like
the Dallas last night. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Dallas is cooked, bro. We know what happens when it comes to the Cowgirls now. You know,
Like, we might see Trey Lance sooner than we think. We
that
might.
don't shock me. That don't shock me at all. But I do
3
think,
interceptions, no touchdowns though. Come on, man.
hey man, how about my Bears, man, getting their first win? That's what I'm talking about. 40-20.
Against who?
Bear down. The
Who
Commanders.
they play against? Who they play against?
The Commanders, a good defense. Hey, look, no, the Commanders almost beat the Eagles.
That's kind of impressive because the Commanders ain't trash.
They
I thought you were gonna say
they took
I
the
thought you
Eagles.
were gonna say like Denver or something.
No, they took we blew it against Denver. Don't even bring that up. They
they were trash.
The Commanders they took the Eagles to overtime.
Oh yeah, Commanders they're just inconsistent. They're just up and down. You just don't know what Commander team you're gonna get each and every Sunday. That's all that is.
We hung 40 on them boys. So
who's their quarterback?
Sam Howell.
Oh, the rookie out of North Carolina. So he's the actual starter?
Yeah, he's the actual starter. Yes.
Oh wow. So they didn't have
nothing
last
year. He's just a starter this year, I think. He's not a rookie.
I thought he was a rookie. Okay.
Nah, he was there last year. He just he ended up getting the start for this year, if I'm not mistaken. Because I remember him. He came in a little bit.
Yeah, I do. I think I do remember it now. I do. He didn't play a lot though. He didn't play a lot. I do remember that though.
Yeah, he just ended up taking over the job.
So this is only his second year. So he's still. I mean, you might as well throw him in the fire now though. You might as well get him wet. You know what I mean? Get him. You know, the water's cold out here now.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. But yeah, man. I mean, I think that and then we got the matchup tonight. We got the Packers and the Raiders. So hopefully the Raiders go crazy on them. Devontae Adams. Go ahead and have.
What are you thinking about Jordan Love? What are you thinking about Jordan Love?
What about Jordan Love?
What are you thinking about him? I mean, he's holding up his end of the bargain of the replacement of Aaron Rodgers.
He's decent. I mean,
he's holding his end of the bargain up for his first year start.
They're 2-2.
Okay. That's holding the end of the bargain up. I got you at 2-2, my first year starting after Aaron Rodgers. That after all this scrutiny, all this drama around the organization and franchise these last 3-4 years, and I'm coming in my first year, got us 2-2 and comeback wins on top of that, big comeback wins.
He actually
he's showing composure.
I think it's more about Green Bay's defense than it is Jordan Love, to be honest with you. He is decent. He's good. But I think it's more about the fact that they still got that defense from last year. The defense is the strongest thing that they have right now. They don't have no running backs are hurt. Aaron Jones is hurt. I mean, you got Dylan, but you know.
Well, they ain't had no running back since back in the day, but
they had Aaron Jones, and Aaron Jones is a dog now. I know
that. Yeah. I'm just talking about besides him, no depth. Just like you told me, like we've been saying the last month before the season even started. It's running back by committee now. You got to have 4 or 5 of them jokers.
Now the Packers only. I mean, they used to they right now they only really operate with 2. You
got to have 3 or 4 now.
Yeah, I mean, but with them, like I said, it's more about their defense. It ain't really that comeback win. Derek Carr got hurt against the when they were playing the Saints. Derek Carr got hurt and they had to put Jameis in, and I don't know what he was out there doing, but
I've been saying that since he won the national championship against Auburn. I've been saying that. What he has?
That's a game. So they really technically they should be
crab league.
They should be 1-4. They should have the same record as us, to be honest with you. But
quit! Don't do that. Don't put everybody. Don't do that.
True.
It's not true,
Miles. Miles. So you're gonna sit up here and tell me the Saints were beating them 17-0. Derek Carr got hurt. And they start coming back. So you're gonna tell me that the Saints wouldn't have won that game?
I can't. I don't look at the game that way.
Did you get a chance to watch? Actually, watch the
game? But let's think about this though. I understand what you're saying.
It was more about
I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it, but I did watch some of it.
It's more about their defense, is what I'm saying. It's not. I give majority of the credit to the defensive side of the ball than I do the offensive side of the ball.
The 17-0 down, that's a lot. That's a whole lot of mindset you got to get in there.
If you would have saw what the defense was doing,
first year starting, and there was at Green Bay, I believe they was. So so
it ain't like it was on the road.
But what I'm saying is that's even more pressure on you when you're at home because they want you to do this for real. In that situation, when you're down 17-0, I'm just talking about mindset mentally.
But then they got ran out. Then they got ran off the field against Detroit. Then what we got to say about that?
I'm not studying up for him. I just think he's holding his end of the bargain up. I don't. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't think getting rid of Aaron Rodgers is a bad move. I think they moved on to the next. Just kind of like what they did with Brett Favre with Aaron Rodgers. I think they did it. They waited the right time, and now it's time for this kid to step up, and he's doing it so far.
Holding up his end of the bargain, but we get them getting to the playoffs. So we'll see. He had a couple of. It's been 4 weeks.
It's not hard to get that in the NFC North right now. It's not hard to do that.
Oh, not right now. It ain't. But I mean, you have to be. I mean, Detroit is balling. So
yeah. Other than that, that's it. That's the only thing you got to worry about.
Another loss to Detroit too. So that's 2 L's to Detroit.
I mean, have they got to play them twice though, right?
They already played them once. So yeah, they play them.
And again. They already lost. They already lost.
I mean, hopefully the Vikings get them, but Justin Jefferson is hurt, so we'll know how long he'll be out.
Did they lose to? They lost to the Detroit Lions, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
they're 1-1 in the division right now. So,
okay.
So yeah, but yeah, man. Forget him. That's how I just got to go ahead and end that segment.
I know exactly. You're a hater. You know, Aaron Rodgers hurt and scarred you for the last 10 years. I mean, I know.
No, I mean, because it's more satisfying to me. Even in them 10 years, he only got 1 Super Bowl, and so I can be satisfied with that. Out of all that talent he didn't have, and all the NFC championship.
Don't do that. He didn't have all that talent. Stop.
Hey, whoa! Hold on now.
Stop it. What talent did Aaron Rodgers have? Talent.
So we're gonna act like Jordy Nelson.
He had Matt Ryan talent. Ryan talent.
He had Jordy Nelson, Greg Jennings, and Donald Driver. Are those? That's
he
not.
Had Donald Driver on his last year.
They won a Super Bowl.
Okay, that was it. That was his last, and that was Donald Driver retired after that.
And then he still had Greg Jennings. He had Jordy Nelson. Then Randall Cobb came along. Like he had Devontae Adams ended up coming along. He had a solid running game. Defense was balling. Come on now, we never sit up.
Defense that start balling to the last 3 or 4 years now.
That's long enough. That's long, and he didn't been in how many NFC Championship games in that span?
Hey,
exactly.
A lot of that got to do with coaching too. So
no, forget that. He the coach. Aaron Rodgers is the coach. Forget Matt.
He's supposed to be. He had that Matt Ryan syndrome a little bit. He wouldn't take over the game sometimes. I was like, but with coach say that. What is that? Moxon off of
man, listen.
What was that movie? Friday Night Lights. Like, hey. Forget coach. Hey, if everybody see what kind of run the ball in, hey, run the ball in. Hey, we changing the whole play. What you call it? What's his name? Any given Sunday. What's his name? Willie Beamer. Change it. LA Cool J getting mad. You know what I'm saying? That don't matter. We trying to win the game.
Man, I'm trying to say. Look, hey, forget him. But
at the end of the day, that was the last subject, wasn't it?
What?
What we just did. That was the last subject?
Yes, that's it. I gotta go watch these Packers lose.
Yeah, I got you. But let me tell you something right now.
What's up?
Since this late trades, who's the best duo in the NBA right now?
Best duo in the NBA right now? Dame and Giannis. Let's get it. Dame and Giannis. Yeah.
That's what you got. They ain't played one game together yet. That's what you got?
They don't need to. They don't need to. Dame and Giannis. Give me that.
Dame ain't known as a passer now.
He will be now. He ain't been known to play with the Greek freak before. You know how big? Do you know how big Giannis is? And you about to give Dame that? Come on, bro. I know his things because I ain't say LeBron, but
I ain't worried about that because LeBron going to show that. I ain't worried about it. You ain't got to say his name. He going to show you his name.
It ain't
Don't
no
worry about
duo
that.
though, because you got Anthony Paper Mache Davis, so he can't even be a duo because he ain't consistent enough. And then,
But when
but
he's healthy, they the best. Don't lie.
when if
Okay. Be
and that's
careful what
probably
you
about
ask
10%.
for.
He 10% of the time healthy. He need to drink some more milk. But anyway, who would you say is the best duo? I mean, give me Dame and Giannis. I don't care.
Right now, I'm just talking about if of course, I would say, if I was a coach, I would want LeBron James, even at the, just say if I was a new head coach and I just came to a franchise, I definitely would want LeBron James and AD as my two featured stars. I would want that just because of the leadership of LeBron, and I know he's a coach on the court. I would want that tandem. But just me on the outside looking in, just talent wise and structure and I got to give it to Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. That's what I'm going to say.
Turnover king.
They're young. They're young, but because they're the same age or younger than your two boys you said. They're younger.
You think they the best duo in the NBA?
I think they're the best two duos. And if you give Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis, and what they got now already, I think this is going to be dominating what they got. I mean, it's I give them two right now the best two tandems just because they're chemistry. I mean, they've been together 5 years, bro. When they started off at pups, that's like you having two pit bulls growing up in the same little cage and they sitting there growing together and fighting each other every day. You know what I'm saying? Doing this. But at the same time, they're growing up together at the same time, same age, same decade, same everything, and they done been through the war together. You know what I mean?
The one that knocks they playing with the ball and everything, and the one that knock his all the way and fumble his all the way in the woods. That's what Jaylen Brown is. He turned the ball over. And
yeah, but he'll give you. But on top of that, he'll give you 25 and 7 and maybe
12 turnovers.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
it's something you got to work on.
See the series? Did you see when they played Miami?
That's coaching. That's coaching.
You can't coach nobody to hold on to a basketball.
No, yes, you can, because you can tell them to quit holding it so much. Get the ball up.
He is a grown man. He's played basketball.
And they have not had a true point guard. Who's their point guard now? They just traded for somebody, a true point guard, right?
Jaylen Brown knows how to dribble a basketball.
Yes, but dude, he's not a point guard. He can't handle it.
Well, somebody need to tell him that because he doesn't.
Is that the coach? That's what I'm talking about. They don't have coaching.
You think that's gonna stop him from trying to dribble?
I think it's gonna stop him from doing extra dribbling.
No, it ain't, because that's all he knows.
Let me be his coach. I'll be like, Jaylen, get the ball up now, man. Give it up.
And you think because you say that, you think he gonna pass the ball because you tell him to do that?
Yeah. And see, that's why Deion ain't gonna never coach for NFL, because they won't do that.
No, that would be a terrible thing for Deion to go to the NFL. He'll be fighting them boys every day.
No, where'd he go? He already said that. He said, I'll fight, man, because these guys make too much money and don't listen. That's what he said.
I like him in his role of developing men,
I don't think he's gonna ever do that. Yeah, they're already talking about working a long-term deal with him right now, like 10 plus years with him in Colorado. They're already doing it.
He's gonna be 80.
This dude done brought in $700 million in media stuff. Yeah. That's not even including just Colorado. That's just nationwide, worldwide.
Yeah, it's Deion, man. That's what he does.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. Hey, that's like I said, he's on that level of a new age like Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, standing up for us, the black folks, and he ain't afraid to call people. He don't call nobody white or nothing like this and that, but he'll call everybody out.
Yeah,
and no matter. He said, yeah, when you see a black man doing the way he want to do it, how he want to do it, doing this, y'all get mad. It makes y'all feel uncomfortable. That's what it does. You don't want to see us doing it the way we want to. You don't like that. You want us to do it the way you want to. You don't. What he doing? But he's doing. He said that you ain't gonna change me because you don't make me.
Exactly.
I love that, man. I can listen to that dude talk all day. I would pay to see. I would pay that dude. I would pay $100 to hear that dude talk just for about 2 hours. You know what I mean? That dude, he gonna spit the real stuff to you. I don't like sugarcoat. I want if I'm acting dumb, I'm doing dumb stuff. Let me know I'm doing dumb stuff. Don't sugarcoat it to me. Don't do that. Because I'm not gonna learn from it. I need somebody to humble me. I need somebody to tell me, dude, you look stupid right now. I don't care what kind of shoes you got on, what kind of ring, necklace, glasses you got on, haircut you got, car you drive. Dude, you look stupid. The choices you making right now, bro. That's what you doing. That's what you need. And that's what he's going to tell you. Yeah.
Yeah, it all depends. You know, you got to be able to handle it. So, but yeah, man. But yeah, good stuff, dog. Good stuff.
For sure. So we're gonna try to do Friday. If you're not busy, or Thursday or Friday at work, either one.
We can rock back on here probably Friday with everybody or something like that.
Okay, just let me know by Wednesday, and we'll make a decision on Thursday or Friday. So we'll get back into it. I just been busy, man. You know, daughter done moved out. I gotta do some rearrangements and stuff. I got a lot going on around this mug, man.
I understand.
But at the end of the day, I'm getting less to worry about, and not in a good way all the time. But hey, I'm glad I ain't got a whole lot to worry about. You got your own place now, so you ain't got to be coming on me.
Hey man, look, I understand. But yeah, man, we're gonna say our goodbyes, man, before we get up out of here.
Yes, sir. Go Vols, and always and forever bleed orange and black. This weekend. Let's get it. And y'all see us in 2 weeks, October 21st.
Oh, I can't.
Got the Dion shades on. We don't care no more. We doing the shades at night, midnight, midday. We don't care. We got the prime time glasses on.
Do all that. I can't wait. I cannot wait. But yeah, man. Look, again, we appreciate everybody again giving us this time. Miles, love your dog. It's always
yes, sir. Always.
You know, continue. I know we didn't do our inspiration, but you know,
we didn't.
You know, I want to continue.
Thank you, Lord. First and foremost, I forgot to say that. I'm sorry, Father God. Absolutely. But yeah, thank you for this platform always.
Yes.
Forever, yeah.
Yes. And you know, everybody continue to just keep pushing, keep pressing forward. And it's you know, the time is now to continue to just keep strengthening your faith, keep strengthening your connection with God, and you know, continue to allow him to lead the way and to be at the forefront, and then watch everything, you know, fall into place, man. We're in that, you know, approaching toward the end of the year, man. It's been a long one, ups and downs, obviously, but you know, we can finish strong. So, you know, continue to just, you know, let him be that driver throughout the end of this year, man, and continue to stack good days and continue to like I said, stay prayed up.
And at the end of the day, don't count the days of your life. Make the days of your life count, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, y'all, look, we'll be back later this week. So y'all stay tuned, man, so we could jump back on here and give y'all some more sports talk. Good night, be blessed, and as always, roll tide.
Go Vols.